It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy cooperative, online at quiver.com.
Good evening and welcome to opening night of the 2018 football season here on TribCast. Mark Froelich, April Froelich here in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth, getting ready for week one action as the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks take on the Duchesne Pioneers here tonight. And it's kind of fitting that we're here at Clopton for the opening night of our 10th anniversary season on TribCast. 10 seasons of champions here on the peoplestribune.com, because when I had the idea for TribCast, I was actually sitting on the baseline at Mizzou Arena watching the Clopton Lady Hawks in the state Final Four. So kind of born from Clopton.
How about that? I don't think I ever even knew that's when you came up with it.
I got to do something. That's basically what I said, and that was TribCast. So here we are, 10th anniversary season now underway. A lot of things have changed since.
We used to be just audio.
Yeah, we started off that first game at Van Far High School.
Yeah.
The giant yellow computer.
Hey, that was my computer.
Yeah, that thing finally bit the dust. What, last year?
Yeah, spilling nail polish remover into it.
That's not how you treat a sports computer. That's all I'm saying. But here we are. We went from audio to low-res video, and now the great picture we have here on through YouTube. It's technology's come a long way in the last 10 years, and I'm sure in 10 more will be a hologram in your living room.
Well, I know you've certainly had ideas along the way of adding cameras and angles and things, and we've had to say, Mark, you're just one person.
If there's an idea, I'm going to try it. It's going to make it on air at least one time, so that's how it works. My brain is always churning.
I've done some sideline interviews.
Yeah,
we
had
a little bit.
a giant, giant headset and a wireless microphone. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to upgrade that equipment.
So you needed an upgrade on staff. We can't do the thing.
Oh, you are ready for HD. All right, so here we are, week one football for the 2018 fall season. We'll start softball next week here on TribCast. But things to be excited about around the area as far as football. This is a young Clopton-Elsberry team. They got rid of the Stephen Talbert era silvers, which I'm very excited about.
Definitely.
So back to white numbers on the black uniforms. So even at home, you'll be able to pick out those numbers as the play goes on. So that's very exciting. But it's a young team. They have a new coach this season as Ben Burnett has taken over the helm, and for Mike Scheibel. Mike, his situation just didn't work out, and he left the program. So it's a
incapable hands.
Yeah, and they're very excited about the prospects of this very young team.
They've done a lot of conditioning this year.
A lot of sophomores and freshmen will dress out this year for Clopton-Elsberry on a short roster.
And that's pretty much the story for all of our local teams. That a lot of kids are jumping right into the varsity roles and going to get some experience early.
And was talking to some folks around the program. They did very well last week in the Jamboree. Scored 4 times on a 4A school in Fulton. Only gave up 1 touchdown to them. I think Louisiana was also in that group down at Winfield. So they're very excited coming into week one. They come in pretty healthy. I think Justin Genuine has had a bug or something this week, but he'll be dressed out in the starting lineup. We'll get to those later, but that's the kind of the thing they've run into. A lot of high hopes going into the last few years, but 1 or 2 injuries when you have a short roster already is all the difference between a winning record and the 2-win mark that they put up last season. We'll take a quick break here on the pregame. We'll come back with more insight, kind of look at the quarterback comparison and more here on the peoplestribune.com. If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Many of us look for ways to save energy, but be smart. Don't take safety shortcuts. Quiver River Electric Cooperative reminds you to use electricity safely and take it seriously. Never touch a downed power line. Always stay at least 10 feet away. Outdoors, look up for power lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water. Don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management, from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And welcome back to Clopton High School. Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks in action in Week 1 against the Duchesne Pioneers. Last season, Clopton-Elsberry 2-8. Duchesne, similar, 3-7 on the year. We were talking up in the booth here during the break about the shortage of football officials here. From the Missouri State High School Activities Association. There's some definite problems, and the problems you run into are commitments. I mean, a lot of folks not willing to give up their Friday nights and travel halfway across the state to spend 3-4 hours on a sideline, and it is affecting folks. Louisiana and Mark Twain will have to play their game tomorrow in Week 1 at Mark Twain High School. And another Louisiana game has already been pushed back. I was talking to Coach Cannon. He said they might have to move a couple of their home games to Saturdays as well. Nothing set in stone there, so don't get nervous yet. But it is a definite problem here on this part of the state and statewide, a lack of officials. So if you are interested in officiating high school football, contact Misha, contact some of these associations, and get yourself credentialed. That would be a great thing to help out here around the area for sure. So that's one of the main concerns going into 2018. Another one is where Clopton-Elsberry are going to find their points. They graduated a lot of players over the last 2 years, but as a freshman, Sean Yates last year did throw for nearly 1,400 yards and 16 touchdowns. That's an average of just 13 yards per completion. Yates also led the IndianHawks with over 700 rushing yards and 4 TDs on the ground. In 2017, the quarterback for the Pioneers, Mitchell DeGents, was a backup. He threw just 41 passes all season long, completing 13 for 204 yards, but he did throw 3 touchdown passes. They appeared to be a ground-first team, the Pioneers, 5 different players with over 200 yards rushing last season. So look for them to continue to try and pound that ball under their head coach, Charlie Elmendorf. They were in a jamboree last week with Wright City. They were happy with the results. Actually, Wright City and my alma mater, Bishop DeBerg out of St. Louis. So they were happy with the results last week. We'll see how their offense comes into this game. They did have a couple of players banged up or under the weather tonight, so some changes already to their starting lineup. We'll take another quick break here on the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame. They're getting ready for the national anthem on the field from the Ellsbury Band. So we'll come back in just a couple minutes with more here on TribCast.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B&B Automotive, 1401 Business Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
The Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance is here. Come in now for rebates up to $2,000 and financing as low as 2.99% APR for 36 months on hardworking Rangers, legendary Sportsman ATVs, and high-performance racers. See Hayden's Motorsports Center, US 61 in Frankfort, or call 784-2559. Offer valid in U.S. through 9/30/18 on select new 2015 through 2019 vehicles. Subject to credit approval. Offers vary by model. See dealer for details. Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Shucard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Whether you are ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Family owned and operated since 1996, Lynn's Heritage House offers a beautiful country setting, private and semi-private rooms with bathroom, low resident to staff ratio, is Medicaid accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Elegant, affordable assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
Welcome back to Clopton High School, getting ready for the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks in Week 1 as they take on the Duchesne Pioneers. Other games this week, Bowling Green up at Shellmine against the South Shelby Cardinals. Van Far hosting Bunker Hill, Illinois. And tomorrow, Louisiana will open their independent schedule as they play at the EMO's Mark Twain Tigers. They'll be EMO rivals in the near future, but Louisiana again playing this year as an independent. Next week, Bowling Green against Palmyra at Bowling Green High School. Clopton-Elsberry will be at MMA. And on TribCast, we'll have Van Far hosting those Louisiana Bulldogs. Again, 6:35 pregame. A week from tonight, Week 2 action here on the peoplestribune.com. The IndianHawks getting ready to march down the hill. We're just about 12 minutes away from the kickoff of this one. We'll take a break, come back with your starting lineups, tonight's officials, and much more here on the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Our officials for tonight's game: Charles Fox is the head man, Deion Nunley, Henry Hofling, Joe Kleekamp, and Jared Bethal. Again, Fox Nunley, Heffling, Kleekamp, and Bethel, your officials for tonight's game. We'll take a break, come back with the starting lineups for the Indian Hawks and the Pioneers after this on TribCast.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
It's the place there's no place else like. Home. It's the circle of chairs around your fire pit, where all the do you remembers get passed around like bowls of ice cream. It's bacon and eggs in the skillet, crackling along with the laughter.
At Shelter Insurance, we don't just insure your home, we insure all the memories that live inside it. Ask your agent for details. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Frank Wallace in Vandalia show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money. Mid-America Auto and Towing. Filled with quality pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service, including tires with wholesale pricing and 24-hour towing. Mid-America Auto and Towing. Financing for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models. Mid-America Auto and Towing. A no-hassle, positive car buying experience on West Main in Bowling Green and online at midamericaautoandtowing.com.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, we're at work while your athletes are at play.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free, and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See Viasat.com for details.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And welcome back to TribCast, our Week 1 matchup here in high school football, start of our 10th anniversary season on the peoplestribune.com. Let's take a look at tonight's Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineup. See all the services your Pike County Health Department offers at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Neighbors helping neighbors. Starting with the defensive starters for the Duchesne Pioneers across the defensive line, it's number 8 on the end, Reese Rothfuss. He's a junior. On the other end, 62, junior Karsten Edmonds. Number 72, a defensive tackle, junior Carter Walton. And at the other tackle position is a senior, number 52, Blake Ruffcar. The linebackers for Duchesne, sophomore number 89, Anthony Nauman, junior number 46, Jack Allison, senior number 30, Tim Getges, and junior number 5, Mitchell DeGens. He'll also be the quarterback on the offensive side of the ball. Secondary for Duchesne, safety, junior number 3, Nick Zaire. At corner, sophomore number 20, Michael Pilla, and number 84 on the other corner, junior Hank Throw. Offensive starters for the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks as they have taken their sideline. They'll start a sophomore on the line at left tackle, number 50, Jacob Martin. The left guard is a senior, number 65, Riley Walker. Number 71 is the center, sophomore, Jacob Wolanski. Right guard is the senior, number 75, Matthew Dugan. And right tackle, number 77, junior Chance Lucas. The receivers, splitting between tight end and wide receiver, number 84, senior Trevor Anthony. Another split between wide receiver and tight end, number 5, a sophomore Zach Evans. And at wide receiver only, a junior, number 3, Justin Genuine. The backfield, senior at running back, number 45, Damian Walker. And your cornerback is number 12, the sophomore, Sean Yates. So again, for the Indian Hawks on the line is Martin Walker, Wolanski, Dugan, and Lucas. The receivers are Anthony Evans and Genuine. And in the backfield at running back is Walker, and at quarterback is Yates. And those are
Home Health and Hospice by State Farm Insurance agents Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, Ramsey Dickerman Center, Cellular and Satellite Center, by Mid-America Auto and Towing, Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, and by Bowling Green Lumber Company. Now, coverage of high school football from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
Welcome to Week 1. Clopton High School, the site, the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks. Like the new uniforms, black trimmed in red with white numbers, and they're taking on the Duchesne Pioneers. Clopton has won the toss, elected to receive the opening kickoff, so they'll have the ball as this game gets underway. This season gets underway here for 2018. We'll take a quick break, come back with the kickoff after this on TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Kickoff brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. They have everything you need to start your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, getting the job done. Again, Clopton-Elsberry will receive the opening kickoff, and Duchesne, we'll see if they have any tricks in the old book to start the 2018 season. Looks like they're going to play it straight. Clopton-Elsberry will be moving from right to left here to start the game. Segudo to do the kicking for Duchesne. He's ready. Indian Hawks ready to receive. And this game is underway. Short kick. Bounces about the 35 and picked up by Yates, falling on there. And that's where Clopton-Elsberry will start at the 20. So the Indian Hawks will have the ball first. Play comes in from the sideline. And Yates brings the offense onto the field. Sean Yates, 1,400 yards almost in his initial campaign as the starter as a freshman. Trips wide to the near side, one on the far side for the Indian Hawks. And the first play will be a passing play. They go to the far side. It's tipped off the helmet and incomplete. Intended target that time was number 84, Trevor Anthony. It was tipped, went right off his face mask and into the air. It'll be second down. Indian Hawks empty on their first play offensively. Now they have two receivers on the near side. Tight end and one to the far side for Clopton-Elsberry. They'll back off the linebackers. And Yates back to pass. Goes to the far side and overthrows the target this time. Kyle Martin too far for him, as Yates maybe a little juiced up here to start the season. He's put the first two in the air. Third down, still 10 to go for the Indian Hawks. Played 9 seconds here in this opening quarter. See if Yates has any third down magic on this opening drive. He's going to take off. Up the gut, there is a flag on the play. Nothing much there, maybe a yard. It looks like it's going to be a hold against Clopton-Elsberry. They'll probably decline the flag. They will, and it'll be 4th and 9. So the punt team comes on for the IndianHawks, 3 and out on their opening possession. Good punt to the near side, and it goes out of bounds just across the 50. And that's where the Pioneers will start their first possession. So Duchesne will take over. 1st and 10. From the 48-yard line, their own 48. Good starting field position for the Pioneers. So that first possession, a 3 and out in 19 seconds. 1st and 10 for Duchesne and the Pioneers. And they're running on 1st down. Duchesne busts through to the far side, and he's off to the races. And a good open field tackle on the end of it for Eddie Bonsdell for the IndianHawks. The only thing that's saved a Mitchell Duchesne touchdown. There is a flag out at the IndianHawk, and it is against the Pioneers at the 35-yard line. Indication was a hold. That's where he made his move for the sideline, only to be cut down by Bonsdell. So they'll back it up. So it's going to be first down and 1. It is. It's going to be first down and 1. 11:32 to go, first quarter. And now the officials are going to come out and measure, I think, to see if he may have had enough for the first down, which would probably be in the best interest of the IndianHawks if they got it, because instead of 1st and 1, it'd be 1st and 10. And now they will move the markers. So 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. So still a gain of about 10 yards on the play. From the 48 of the Pioneers to the 42 of the IndianHawks. Running again, and not much there this time. Gain of about 2. Getgus, his first carry. And puts it on the 40-yard line. They give him 2 on the play. On 2nd down and 8. Ball goes to the ground. They're going to lose yardage. Or a false start. Maybe some illegal motion there. So the penalty backs up the Pioneers 5 yards to the 45-yard line. So loss of 5 on the penalty, and it'll be 2nd and 13. Fakes the handoff. Now goes up the middle and gets back to the 45. No gain on the play for Duchesne. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 13. Nice play defensively. I think the running back, I don't think it was supposed to be a fake handoff. He ran to the wrong side of the quarterback. So big play for the Indian Hawk defense here in the early going. Four receivers, 2 to each side for the Pioneers. Throwing down here, 3rd and long. They put it up to the near side, and it's caught. No, and dropped. Caught, then dropped. Number 89, Anthony Nauman, had it, couldn't hold on to it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, that was close to being a fumble, but either way, it benefits the Indian Hawks. Nauman was all over that, just couldn't bring it to his body. So an incompletion. And it'll bring up 4th down, punt team on. For the Pioneers. And it'll be Zaire to punt. To the Indian Hawks from his own side of midfield from about the 43-yard line. It's a high end-over-end punt, and it is downed, on the near sideline by Bonstell. And that's where the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks will take over after this on TribCast.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Yates brings the offense back onto the field for the Indian Hawks. 1st and 10. They put a man in motion. That's Genuine to the far side. So now 3 receivers to that side. Yates loads up, puts it across, and it is overthrown. Intended target was Genuine, the junior. And now Yates 0 for 3 passing here in the early going. 9:24 to go, first quarter of this 2018 season. We'll start some softball on TribCast next week. I don't know if they got the Troy tournament going or not. I'd have to check on that. The leadoff classic, if so, Bowling Green started tonight in defense of their state championship. On 2nd and 10, Yates to throw again. Up the middle, and this one's caught by Genuine. Makes a move. He's into the secondary trying to find it, and he is finally tackled all the way down to the 26-yard line of the Pioneers. Big catch by Genuine up the middle. Yates to Genuine. So all the way down to the 27 they give him. Close to 50 yards, about 47 yards on the play. And they'll run it into the red zone, fighting down to the 20-yard line. Gain of about 7. It'll bring up 2nd down. So gain of 7 to the 20. On the first run of the season by Walker. So the Indian Hawks looking to cash in on their 2nd possession. 2 receivers to the far side, Walker in the backfield along with Yates. A little confusion in the secondary, lining up against nobody was Pilla. Back to the near side, and it's in and out of the hands of Zach Evans. He had some daylight in front of him. That confusion in the secondary for the Pioneers. But the Indian Hawks unable to cash in. So third down and 3 for Clopton-Elsberry. Walker alongside Yates. 2 receivers to the far side. Evans at the end of the line for Clopton-Elsberry. Same formation as last play. Here's Yates. Makes a move. Doesn't have enough for the first down. He's dropped about a yard short, and it'll bring up 4th down. And are they going to measure? They will measure as the ball sits just inside the 16-yard line. Pretty sure it's going to be short of the first. Well, they say it's good enough. First down for Clopton-Elsberry. That's a generous spot then. It looked like he was well short. Clopton-Elsberry looking to cash in. 7:54 to go first quarter. From the 16. Yates sets up with Walker. Genuine on the far side with Kyle Martin. Again, Evans at the end of the line of scrimmage for the Indian Hawks. Yates back to throw. Scrambling to the far side. Trying to find a corner. Sets, throws back across the field, and it is caught for the touchdown. Genuine just sat there and caught it like a punt. 16-yard score. Indian Hawks ahead 6-0 here in the first quarter. How do you get that open? And now they bring on the team for the extra point. And Kyle Martin was kicking pretty well in the warm-ups, and now a timeout taken. We'll see if Clopton-Elsberry kicks or goes for 2 when we come back. 6-0, time of the touchdown, 7:26 on TribCast.
The 10th anniversary season of high school sports on TribCast are brought to you in part by Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, and Bowling Green Lumber Company, celebrating 10 years of champions. This is TribCast.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana.
After the timeout, the Indian Hawks most likely will kick the extra point up 6-0. A 16-yard touchdown from Yates to Genuine at 7:26. Makes it 6-0. So still talking about things. And now the kick team comes onto the field. Pioneers haven't come out yet. And if having to take this time out is the worst thing that happens to Ben Burnett in his coaching debut, his head coaching debut, well, that's a pretty good night. Coach Helmendorf sends his Pioneers back onto the field for this extra point play. In 16 yards, Yates to Genuine. Went all the way to the far sideline, threw back to the middle, and it just landed in the waiting arms of Justin Genuine. And the kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 Indian Hawks. 7:17 to go. Opening quarter. This is TribCast.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
If you buy power from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you help power your community. How? Quiver River belongs to the people it serves. With people like you in charge, you know decisions about your power are made with you in mind, your community too. What kind of decisions? Sending you a check when there's money left after expenses, holding down rates, helping you save, serving your community. Good for you, power for your community. Quiver River Electric, owned by those we serve.
Martin with the kickoff after the touchdown. An extra point is good. It's fielded in the air at about the 16-yard line, which is where they scored from. Now he's on the far side with it. Big man over there. Duchesne with the return out to the 45-yard line, it looks like. 44 maybe. That's where they'll take over, 1st and 10. Oh, there is a penalty, so they'll back it up from that return spot. Second hold called against the Pioneers, both when Duchesne had the ball. He's a big guy. That's going to take it all the way back to the 20. You don't need to hold for a guy sporting shoulder pads that wide. So Duchesne takes over 1st and 10. And it's a handoff on 1st down. Getting away from the initial tackle is Duchesne. That's Tim Getkiss, rather. Number 30 on the carry. So, brings up 2nd and 4 after the gain of 6. Getkiss in the backfield again with Duchesne. They go to the far side. This time, nothing doing. Maybe a yard. Nope, no gain. That's Nathan Duchesne on the carry this time. So 3rd down coming for the Pioneers with 5:48 clock running here in the 1st quarter. On 3rd down, Clopton defense looking to hold here. They reverse. And it's going to be very close to a 1st down. I think he's got it. That's Tim Getkiss with a gain of 4 on a 1st down. Yep, his helmet went across the line. Ball there, too. So a fresh set for the Pioneers from the 35-yard line of their own 35-yard line. Clock running again down to 4:50. Duchesne brought a nice crowd with them up from St. Charles for this Week 1 matchup. Quarterback fakes the handoff, comes to the near side. He's looking to get the edge, makes a move, and finally knocked out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. Duchesne with a nice fake there. to gain 13 out near midfield. So fresh set again as the Pioneers moving the ball after the Clopton-Elsberry touchdown. Just over 4 to go here in the opening quarter. Pioneers and the IndianHawks. Back to throw. Now he puts his head down, goes right up the middle, and he's going to be very close to another first down into Clopton-Elsberry territory. Gain of 9 on the play for Duchesne. To the 41. The IndianHawks need to toughen up their defensive line here. Fortify with those linebackers coming through and stopped against. He's kind of running at will on this series. Here he goes again, fakes the pitch out, and he drags a man for the first down. Drug Trevor Anthony. Gain of 3 and a first down. And gain of 2. Give him 2, still a first down. Out to the 39. 3:10 to go in the first quarter. Field looks great here at Clopton-Elsberry in week 1, despite all the rain we had last night. Up the middle, and that is Duchesne, and he's got about 7. Flag comes out at the end. It's in the defensive backfield. And we'll see what the call is. Face mask against the defense. That'll add to it, another first down. So the Pioneers get a little help on this drive. Out to the 27-yard line. After the penalty and the run by Duchesne. They put a man in motion. That's number 32, Nathan Duchesne. He gets the pitch out. Goes through, and there is a flag. There's going to be a hold called against the Pioneers. That'll bring this ball back. Thrown about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So that's going to back up the Pioneers. That's our third hold. 2:27 to go in the first quarter from Clopton High School. Brings it back almost to the 40, the 39-yard line of the IndianHawks. About 20 yards. Now more than that to get the first down, about 22, 23 yards. On first down. Duchesne breaks through and chopped down. Gain of about 10, but he's still going to be about 12 yards short. It'll bring up 2nd and 12. So Duchesne gets about 10 back. Malik McPike finally stopped him out to the 30. Just a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. IndianHawks need a stop. They put a man in motion. Out there to block. Against, rolls out. He got him and throws him down. That's Evans with the sack. That was a big sack. All the way back to the 42-yard line. That was worse than the penalty for him. It'll bring up fourth and a whole bunch. Third and a whole bunch, rather. Evans got a hold and wouldn't let go of that jersey. Spun down the big quarterback, who just buried his head in the turf here at Clopton High School. Third and forever for the Pioneers. Low snap. He's back to throw. Puts it to the near side, and it is incomplete. Intended target that time was number 32, Nathan against. So the brothers can't hook up, and it'll bring up fourth down. Punt team coming on. And 3 against last year. One of them graduated. Punt team on for Duchesne. 8 seconds to go. Will they get it off before the end of the quarter? I doubt it. Down to 3, 2, and 1. We'll go to the second quarter with the IndianHawks up 7-0 here in week 1 of the 2018 football season on TribCast.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
I have to put 9.7 seconds back on the clock. Not sure why exactly. Trying to figure out the clock here. As they're still trying to figure it out, we'll take an extra break here before the end of the first quarter on TribCast.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Now they're just going to play, I think, and time it on the field. So the punt. And it is down, and that'll be the end of the quarter. How about that? Against. Downed it. And that'll be the end of the first quarter officially. 12 minutes on the clock now. We're ready for quarter number 2 on TribCast.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B&B Automotive, 1401 Business Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
Well, they're going to play another play here before the end of the first quarter, I think. So the offense on the field, they're just timing things on the field. I think Yates puts it up, and it is tipped and falls short of the intended target, Genuine. And they're going to call that the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break, come back, figure it out on TribCast.
The Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance is here. Come in now for rebates up to $2,000 and financing as low as 2.99% APR for 36 months on hardworking Rangers, legendary Sportsman ATVs, and high-performance racers. See Hayden's Motorsports Center, US 61 in Frankfort, or call 784-2559. Offer valid U.S. through 9/30/18 on select new 2015 through 2019 vehicles. Subject to credit approval. Offers vary by model. See dealer for details. Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Ancient Paul Shoe Card will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Whether you are ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Family owned and operated since 1996, Lynn's Heritage House offers a beautiful country setting, private and semi-private rooms with bathroom, low resident to staff ratio, is Medicaid accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Elegant, affordable assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Start of the second quarter as they get Craig Smith to come up and do a tutorial on the clock. Now there's 12:01 on the clock. Second down and 10 for the Indian Hawks. Back to throw as Yates puts the far side. It's caught by Evans. He's got enough for the first down. Gain of 12 on the play out to the 44-yard line.
First and 10. 44. IndianHawks 44.
Yard line, first and 10 for the Indian Hawks as we're underway in quarter number 2. 7-0 Clopton-Elsberry. Three receivers on the near side, not tripped out, spread out. One on the far side as the ball's on the far hash marks. And a flag comes in. And it's a delay of game against Clopton-Elsberry. 11:22 to go in the first half. Clopton-Elsberry gets a 5-yard penalty. Puts him back to the 39. Nice breeze coming through the broadcast booth. In the press box at Clopton High School. First and 15. Hand off on first down. And they get the 5 yards back. It'll be second and probably about 9.5. Damian Walker with the run. So a nice little run for Walker. It's been used sparingly in a pass-first offense. Yates. With two on the near side. Evans on the far side of that line. He comes to the near side. It's tipped and incomplete. Mitchell DeGentz on the tip, and then two Pioneers dove after it. Came up empty. 3rd and 9.5 for the Indian Hawks. Minute and a half gone here in the second. Staying up still, 7:36 our time here. Back to throw. Yates puts it up to the near side, and it is underthrown. Rode the receiver. A couple of 84s hooked up. Hank Throw on the coverage on Trevor Anthony. Kept him from running his route. That'll bring up 4th down. And near midfield, do you kick? Yeah, you do. Malik McPike out to punt for Clopton-Elsberry. 1 first down. High snap. Pike pulls it in, gets the kick off. It's a nice one. Fair caught at the 26-yard line by Duchesne. That'll bring the Pioneer offense back on the field. 9:52 to go in the first half. Coach Elmendorf looking for something offensively. IndianHawks have done just enough defensively to keep them out of the red zone. No turnovers for either side through the first quarter and a third. They put a man in motion. It's the middle of the line. And it's going to be Duchesne running. Bounces off one man and falls forward for a gain of 1, maybe 2. Martin on the stop for the IndianHawks. They give him a full 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for Duchesne. Clock running down to 9:10. In the first half from Clopton High School. Mark Froelich, April Froelich on the sidelines. This week 1 matchup. Low snap, dropped, picked back up by Duchesne, and incomplete. Went through the hands and to the ground. Reese Rothfuss on the was the intended target. And it slipped right through him. He was almost laying down on his stomach. Went through his hands and came out between his legs. Incompletion stops the clock with 8:54 remaining in the half. Week 2 will be at Van Far as they take on the Louisiana Bulldogs. 3rd and 8 for Duchesne. Again, a low snap. Dropped it twice, and he'll go to the turf. Initial pressure put on by Damian Walker, and then Evans came in and helped out. So the sack again drops him for a loss of 10, and they'll bring the punt team on. That takes the ball all the way back to the 17-yard line. So a 3 and out. His knee was down when he caught that ball. Genowine picks it up on his side of the 50. There's a tackle that'll add another 15 to the end of it. While they sort that out, we'll take a quick break, come back with more. 7:54 to go in the second quarter. Good field position for the IndianHawks on TribCast.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Well, the face mask, they're going to offset the penalties. But before that, the punter's knee was down when he caught the snap, so it should be first and goal for the Indian Hawks, or first and 10 from the 18, rather. But everyone except for us here in the broadcast booth missed it. That's a huge break, though. 2 huge breaks for the Pioneers. First on the missed down, and then on the offsetting penalty. Here's Yates on our nice first down run, 5 yards out to the 30. Only score of the game, Yates to Genuine for 16 yards. Fakes the pitch out to Walker and then goes forward with it. He'll get a few, about 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Well, they gave him 4 total. And it will be 3rd and 1 from the 26-yard line. From the 26. Yates and the Indian Hawks. And a flag comes out. Going to lose 5 yards. Not only did they get rid of the silver numbers, but they went back to the original Indian Hawk helmet design, which I like. So that'll be 3rd and 6 from the 31. That negates the run by Yates, plus a little bit more. Clopton-Elsberry has Evans and Genuine, and then Kyle Martin on the far side as receivers. Anthony on the near side, back to throw. Pumps, throws to the far side, and it is, he took out the legs, and there's the flag. That's pass interference. Martin had his legs taken out from under him, and that'll be a first down for the Indian Hawks. Should be. Not a spot foul, I don't think, but it should be enough. Just cut the legs out from under him, and that's a break for the Indian Hawks because I think it was overthrown. Well, they are going to move it to the spot. So 6:04 to go. In the first half, we played a quarter and a half, and Indian Hawks looking to cash in for the second time. Yates. In the backfield. Pumps it across. Caught by Anthony. Tackled up high and thrown out of bounds. Down to about the 12. Clopton-Elsberry marching. On 2nd and 6. after the 4-yard catch by Trevor Anthony. Yates back to throw, puts it up toward the end zone, and it is incomplete. The defensive back got position on Evans, and it went through both of them. Kind of through a screen. That brings up 3rd down and 6. IndianHawks need a first down. Keep this drive alive, or a touchdown would be nice as well. Yates banks the pitch out, goes up the middle, and he is tackled on the interior. It's going to be very close to a first down. Maybe a half-yard short, a full yard short. It'll be 4th and 1, and you can bet the IndianHawks are going for it here. And there's a man down. That's Tim Getkis for the Pioneers. So we'll take a timeout. 5:04 to go. 7-0 IndianHawks. 4th down coming up on TribCast.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Equal housing lender.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like...
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Frank Wallace in Vandalia show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money.
Getkis, the man down on the field, and it looks like a cramp. They're trying to stretch out the calves, it looks like, down there at the inside the 10-yard line. So they're still dealing with him. He is up now, and they're going to help him off, try and get it walked out. But he'll leave the game, and the IndianHawks facing a 4th down and a long one with 5:04 to go, deep in Pioneer territory. Clopton-Elsberry would love to add to their 7-0 lead here before the half. Fourth and almost 2. Big play in this ball game with the score the way it is at this point. A second score might be all the IndianHawks need to pick up their first victory. Here's Walker. Puts his head down. He's got the first. Across the 5-yard line, and that is enough for the first down. Gain of 3 and a 1st and goal. Down to the 6. Or inside the 5 to the 4, rather. So now the IndianHawks have 4 tries to punch it in. Here's Yates, and he's got it on the first try. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, IndianHawks, and a flag comes out. That'll wipe it off. That's going to make it a little more difficult. Right there at the 1-yard line, they'll call a hold. And the touchdown won't count. Holding on the offense, officially, 4:15 to go in the first half of this ball game. That'll take it outside the 10, so it'll be first and goal from the 11. Yates, and now whistles before the play. And I think they're going to respot the ball, I think, as all the officials come together. Only score of the ball game so far, Genuine from Yates for a 16-yard throw and catch in the first quarter. On first and goal, Indian Hawks looking to throw. Short pass, and it's intercepted. Through the hands of Evans and intercepted at the goal line. And he's running it back. Out in front of everybody and finally tracked down from behind. Touchdown saving tackle by Genuine, but they get all the way to the 45-yard line. A 55-yard interception return. And that shoots down the drive for Clopton-Elsberry with 3:52 to go. And hopefully that's not a spark for the Pioneers. So Clopton-Elsberry now goes from a touchdown wiped off on a hold to an interception returned 55 yards back to their own 45. That is a swing there and a timeout taken by the Pioneers. Still 3:49 to go in the first half on TribCast.
Mid-America Auto and Towing, filled with quality pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Mid-America Auto and Towing, complete automotive service, including tires with wholesale pricing and 24-hour towing. Mid-America Auto and Towing, financing for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models. Mid-America Auto and Towing, a no-hassle, positive car buying experience on West Main in Bowling Green and online at midamericaautoandtowing.com.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
First and 10 for the Pioneers from the Clopton-Elsberry 45-yard line after the timeout. Both teams have taken one timeout. We're under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Indian Hawks had a chance to make it 14-0. Interception nixed that. Now the Pioneers on the offensive. From right in front of us, and another timeout, I think, taken. The side judge blew the whistle, pointed at the Clopton-Elsberry side of the football. And they want the clock reset to 3:52. Try 3:52. You got to do an O first. Trying to help them with the scoreboard here in the broadcast booth. 3:52 is where we're going to be once we get this figured out. All right, now we're set up here. There we go. Clock starts again. With the snap. Back to throw. They put it up the middle, and it's caught. Number 8 on the reception, that's Reese Rothfuss. Good enough for about 15 and a first down. From the 45 down to the 30, that's where the ball sits. So the Pioneers have the IndianHawks reeling with 3:37 to go. Low snap. Quarterback going to keep it himself. Breaks through the first tackle, and the ankle grab tackle by Jacob Wolanski, but he's got another 9 yards. That's the Duchesne. Down to the 21-yard line. So the play's starting to rip off chunks of yards for the Pioneers. IndianHawks need to shake off that disappointment of missing out on the touchdown and focus that defense. They break it up the middle, and they've got a first down. Ball comes out, and it's fallen on by the Pioneers, so they'll actually end up, I think, with another yard or two after that, down to the 10-yard line. Make it the 11, and that's good enough for a first down. Jack Allison. On the carry, fumbled at the end, but the Pioneers retain possession. Clock running to 2.5 minutes to go. Plenty of time for anything to happen. Duchesne in the shotgun. He'll put his head down and run, and not much going on there. Got back to the line of scrimmage and pushed back. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 11. We're inside 2 minutes now. They gave him a yard on that play. Woof, down to the 10. IndianHawks need something big to happen here to keep the Pioneers off the board here in the first half. They put a man in motion. He's out there to block. Low snap, handoff, and that threw off the timing of the play. A flag comes in. Going to be a hold against the Pioneers, it looks like. With 1:31 to go, clock stops to assess the penalty. They'll pick up the ball, and it's a hold officially now against the Duchesne Pioneers. So that pushes them back a long ways, 15 yards. It'll be 2nd and 17. They're pushed outside the 15-yard line to the 17. Almost 18-yard line. Same formation. Ball dropped, picked up by Duchesne. He goes to the far side with it, and he is drugged down. Got that yardage back. Gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. About 12 on the play. Yeah, about 10. So 3rd and 5 from the 5. There is a first down out there somewhere inside the 1. Minute 4 to go. Must have drug him out of bounds because the clock stopped with a minute 4 to go. So 2 more shots at it for the Pioneers. Indian Hawk defense needs a stand here. Crowd needs to get behind them here at Clopton High School. We're inside a minute. Tried to sneak it, and in for the touchdown is Duchesne. 7-6. In the final minute of the first half. So 7-6, and on to kick the extra point is Trevor Segudo. It's up, and it is good. We're tied at 7 with under a minute to play. So it goes from a 14-0 lead for the Indian Hawks, having that touchdown wiped off on a hold. Next play was an interception, returned 55 yards. It ends up a couple minutes later in the end zone in a tie ball game for Duchesne. 7-7. 51.4 seconds to go in the first half. This is Week 1 football on thepeoplestribune.com.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center, today. Standard installation is free, and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See Viasat.com for details.
Frustrating end to the first half here for Coach Burnett and the Indian Hawks. They've got to shake it off. They've got 2 more quarters to play. I know it's disappointing to go from 14-0 to 7-7 in a matter of 2 minutes, but that's what happened. Fresh start. Got to play ball now. Ball fielded and down, slipping was Yates on the return, and he has no gain. 48.1 seconds to go. And let's see if Coach Burnett and the Indian Hawks can bust something open. Clopton-Elsberry's had some quick start or quick play offenses in the past. See if maybe that page is still in the old playbook here. Something deep. Yates in the shotgun. Hands it off to Walker. Walker drugged down by number 30, Tim Getkis. He was the man who had the cramps earlier. Getkis. Second and 8. 28 seconds to go. Yates. Back to throw. Puts it up, and it is incomplete. Intended target was Genowine. Broken up by Nathan Duchesne. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. Clock stop with 17.7 seconds to go in quarter number 2. State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime coming up. Be rejoined by April Froelich. Discuss the first 2 quarters of this ball game. And it looks like they're going to take a knee and go to the locker room with this thing knotted at 7. We have reached the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime from Clopton High School. Week 1 It's the IndianHawks. Well, now a timeout has been called. So we won't run off the final seconds of this one. Interesting. It's week one for everyone, right? 7-7 our score. IndianHawks held the lead for all but 2 minutes of this first half. Actually, all but a minute of the first half, as they scored with 51.4 seconds to go. Kind of reminds you how we ended last season, with Louisiana leading for 3+ quarters against Highland, only to run out of steam. A lot of football left to be played in this one, though. Lots and lots of football. 17.7 seconds to go in the first half. Now they're going to punt. Goes out of bounds. 11.2 on the clock, and not a great punt. This puts Clopton-Elsberry in a difficult position. They could actually give up the lead or go to the locker room trailing with one play here. And there's enough time actually for 2 plays for the Pioneers. Very difficult position for these young IndianHawks. A lot of wacky stuff, just little things. Haven't gone Clopton-Elsberry's way in the first half of this one. First and 10. For it against in the Pioneers. Oh, and the snap goes over his head, and he'll have to fall on it at the 43-yard line, and that'll stop the clock.
Like I said, they've had snap problems all night tonight.
Well, the biggest problem of them all was completely missed by everyone. On a punt, their kicker had to go down and was on a knee. They didn't call him down. It ended up there should have been a penalty at the other end for a horse collar tackle, but they offset those, so that was 2 breaks. Clopton-Elsberry ended up getting it down to the goal line, actually in the end zone, called back on a hold. Next play was the 55-yard interception and return, and that's why we're at 7-7 right now. We've officially reached halftime. Crazy first half of football. We'll take a break. State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
In a world at the mercy of every rise and fall of the thermometer, your local Bryant professional will stand and defend you, your family, your home, and your bank account from fluctuating temperatures and rising energy bills.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, SparksHeatingandCooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
The 10th anniversary season of high school sports on TribCast are brought to you in part by Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, and Bowling Green Lumber Company, celebrating 10 years of champions. This is TribCast.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bib Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bib Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green in Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, we played 2 quarters here at Clopton High School, week 1 of the 2018 season. The IndianHawks and the Duchesne Pioneers tied at 7. It really shouldn't have been that way.
No.
Clopton-Elsberry should have been ahead 14-0, but they had a holding call that wiped it off.
Yeah.
Then the next play was intercepted, returned 55 yards to the IndianHawk 45. A few plays later, they're in the end zone, and this thing is all knotted at 7-7 instead of 14-0.
I think the defense has done really well against, what is a taller and stronger, more robust team all the way around, but they've really, I think the defense has really stepped up, and obviously there's growing and learning to go, but there were several times down here where it could have been, it ended up being a score, but they had to work for it.
Yeah, and I don't know if that is a true gauge of the Clopton-Elsberry defense or just the real ineptitude for the first quarter and 11 minutes or so of the offense for the Duchesne Pioneers. They
have a lot of snap problems.
They don't know who they are either. A lot of low snaps, and they're supposed to be a run team, but they sure looked like a passing team at times, and they weren't very good at that.
Right.
So when they finally put their nose to the grindstone there, after that interception return, they were able to grind out some yards and wear down the younger, smaller IndianHawks defense for a touchdown there in the final minute. But really, I don't know if it's coaching or execution, but they don't know who they are offensively. We'll take a quick break here on the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime. We're at Clopton-Elsberry for week 1, and the IndianHawks and Pioneers are tied at 7 here on the peoplestribune.com.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
If you buy electricity from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you're more than a customer. You're a member, too. What does that mean? It means you have a say in how things run. It means you have equity in Quiver River when there's money left after expenses each year. It means that helping you save electricity is important because we're in this together. It means you have more than safe, reliable energy. You have power. You have people. Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those they serve. CUIVRE.com.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Welcome back to the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime. Didn't want to take the video away because we got fire on the field there. Who is that?
It's Madison Leckby.
Well, she is fantastic with the baton. Had to zoom in a little bit, and then I figured out I'm zoomed in too far. She throws higher than that. So, and then there was fire. So, wow. Halftime continues here at Clopton High School. The Elsberry Band performing and still trying to figure out Exactly. You know, we talked about the official shortage and everything.
Yeah.
Well, the officials, I don't want to be too critical. It's week one.
Right,
They're going to miss
right.
things. But there was a few
Blatant.
pretty blatant things.
The face
You
mask
were on the sideline. There was
Yeah.
a lot of face masking going on.
I got a great picture of it, too, when they didn't call it. No, right here.
Yeah. and then, of course, on that punt where the
Right.
punter's knee was down when he caught the ball, and they let him stand up and kick the
Go
ball.
ahead.
That's pretty blatant there. It ended up costing Clopton-Elsberry about 2 minutes and about 30 yards. They eventually got it down to the goal line. That was the start of the drive where they were intercepted at the goal line. But who knows? That could have been a really deflating, game-changing moment. But it ended up not getting noticed at all.
Right.
I bet the punter doesn't even
Realize that he
Yeah.
got away with something there.
Yeah. So, but that's a big point in the game, and just a lot of points like that that could have gone one way, but weren't called. A lot of holds on Duchesne, a lot of face masks on the defensive side on Duchesne, just a lot of calls, a lot of high tackles.
Definitely.
There was a horse collar called that was negated. That was actually on the same play as the punter being down. A horse collar that was negated by a penalty on the IndianHawks as well, so they offset. So definitely the officials got to clean up their game here in the early going. Clopton-Elsberry needs to find that jugular and step on it and put the ball in. And I don't know, Duchesne needs to figure out what they are offensively. Those are the points we're trying to make in a 7-7 game through 2 quarters. Take a quick break. We'll come back with more.
I'll let you know that Van Far, the score is 6-0. They had an injury. One of the Bunker Hill kids went down, and so there's been a really long delay. When it was 3 minutes left in this game, they were still 10 minutes left in the quarter. So, and Bowling Green's down 16-14 at the half.
So there's your out-of-town scoreboard. We'll take a quick break, come back with more of the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime on the peoplestribune.com.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Schuchard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you. They hope to see everyone at this year's Bowling Green Tournament.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame. It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And to go along with our halftime scoreboard, where you said Van Far was up and Bowling Green was down by 2 up at South Shelby, the Louisiana Mark Twain game going to be played tomorrow at Mark Twain High School. So that's why we didn't have a scoring update there.
That's
just
right.
to
What
remind
time is
you
that game?
I think it's at 7 o'clock.
Right.
Again, they didn't want to do it because of heat during the day, so they just made it a normal 7-0. Palmyra tied at 0 at the half, and their opener of the 2018 season. Monroe City leads Centralia 22-0 in the second quarter. That's probably an older score. We'll look for an update on that. But they're picking up where they left off. Monroe City, just a power the last few years. North Callaway Thunderbirds leading MMA 29-0. That was at the end of the first quarter. So a lot going on around the area. We are definitely back. We'll start softball coverage on TribCast next week. And, of course, we'll be at Van Far High School a week from tonight as they take on the Louisiana Bulldogs in week 2. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with third quarter action in a minute. This has been the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime on the peoplestribune.com. We'll have more from Clopton High School after this on TribCast.
This is TribCast, celebrating 10 years of champions. High school football on the peoplestribune.com is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance agents Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, by Young Enterprises Incorporated, La Crosse Lumber Company, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Community State Bank, the Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon, Pike County Memorial Hospital, by the Mid Beach Funeral Homes LLC and Collier Funeral Home, B&B Automotive, Sparks Maintenance Contracting Heating and Cooling, Lynn's Heritage House, by Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Cellular and Satellite Center, by Mid-America Auto and Towing, Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, and by Bowling Green Lumber Company. Now, coverage of high school football from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
Welcome back to Clopton High School. Start of the third quarter just 2 minutes away. 7-7 our score. The IndianHawks struck first and were answered in the final minute of the first half by the Duchesne Pioneers for a 7-7 game. Both teams kicked extra points and made them. That's something in high school football, and they both look good doing it. So that's what happened. The scoring for Clopton-Elsberry came in the first quarter as Yates hit Genuine for a 16-yard touchdown. He ran all the way to the far sideline, then threw back to the middle of the field, and Genuine caught it like a punt in the middle of the end zone all alone. 7:26 was the time in the first quarter. Martin adds the extra point, 7-0. And then with 51.4 seconds to go, DeGens shoots a keeper through the center of the Indian Hawk defensive line for a 5-yard touchdown. The extra point added by Trevor Segudo, and it's 7-7 here as we get ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Pioneer ball. Clopton-Elsberry will kick off to start the second half. Both teams out there stretching right now, getting ready, and we'll have second half action after this on TribCast.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, equal housing lender.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your New Holland agricultural equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Third quarter about to start. Clopton-Elsberry will be kicking off to start the second half to the Pioneers of Duchesne. Macon leads Kirksville at the end of the first half, 12-7. Looking across the river, Pleasant Hill trails Beardstown 21-0. And not much as far as updates before we get into the second half beyond that. 7-7 our score here. Keeper for Duchesne, 5 yards for a touchdown in the final minute. Yates hits Genuine for a 16-yard score. That came in the first quarter. Teams ready to take the field. And the kick team will come on for Clopton-Elsberry. Final seconds click off the 3 minutes after the halftime clock expired. Darkness is set in. Lights have taken their full effect, and we're ready for second half action here from Clopton High School. 8:30, just shy of 8:30. Local time on the clock. Game clock shows 12 minutes. Against the deep man. And Martin set to kick off. He's the place kicker. McPike does the punting, and it's not a great kick out to the 35-yard line, and that's where the Pioneers will take over 1st and 10. So Duchesne, 1st and 10 in the first play of the second half coming up. Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast post game coming up in about 2 quarters. Gain of a couple. On the run by Yetkes. Trevor Anthony on the stop. Ooh. Gave him a full 4 instead of the 2 I thought he got. So 2nd and about 6 for the Pioneers. And a false start. Number 8 jumped out. That's Reese Rothfuss. That'll take him back behind the 35 to the 34-yard line. I think it's 2nd and 11. Now it's one of them four-yard penalties. It's 2nd and 10. Interesting. Minute gone here in the second quarter. See if they can get him to jump again. Not this time. Some traffic there, and getting him and bringing him down is number 84 for the IndianHawks, Trevor Anthony. Drops him for a 5-yard loss. That play just was designed to go nowhere but backward. That's what we talked about at halftime. Pioneers don't know what they are right now, a running team, a passing team, or what. They're a big team. They got size, they got strength. That seems like it'd be a prototypical north-south running team, but they're trying a bunch of motions and stuff like that. It's just not what they're built for. Putting the ball away is DeGentz. He'll run to the near sideline, and he is tripped up, brought out of bounds, short of the first down by about a yard. Gain of 14. And it is short. The first down marker is the 45. They're at the 44, 4th down. They will go for it, it looks like here. Now DeGentz goes to the far sideline. Yeah, they will go for it on 4th and 1. So on 4th and 1, short of midfield, they're going to go for it here. From the shotgun. They try and go right up the middle, and he has it. They're going to give him forward progress to the 45, and enough for a first down. So a gain of 1. That's good enough. They're going to measure, but he's got it with 9:45 to go in the third quarter. They'll bring out the chains from the far side. Stake will be placed on the 40, and there's a first down. It's official now. Now, the IndianHawks need a pick of their own here, or a fumble recovery, something. They're losing the turnover battle 1-0. Only time that the ball's been fumbled, it was recovered by the Pioneers, and then they'll stumble forward for a gain of 4, bring up 2nd and 6. Tim Getkus for 4. That takes it across to midfield, just shy to the 49. Quarterback will keep it himself. He's got first down yardage, makes a move to the near sideline. Another stutter step. He's across the 40 to the 35. A flag comes out at the end. And we'll see what that flag indicates. And Getkus says he's stiff armed, but I think he may have gotten that hand up into the face mask of a defender. He's still arguing it. And it is a face mask against the ball carrier.
Face mask against the offense.
Well, they missed one earlier, a pretty obvious one, so maybe this is a little redemption here. So it'll take away the first down and take it all the way back on their side of midfield to the 48. 2nd and about 7. He says he just put the stiff arm up there. The official said he grabbed. So 2nd down and a long 7 for the Pioneers. IndianHawks catch a break. Now they need to make them pay for it. Pitch out to the far side for number 32. That's the other Getkus. He's got the first down yardage and finally brought down over there by number 22. That's Eddie Bonstell for the IndianHawks. Mason Street checks in. And we'll replace Jacob Martin. So they didn't make them pay. They got it yardage back and then some, all the way to the 35-yard line of the IndianHawks. Gain was about 20 yards. And a fresh set of downs for the Pioneers. Run by Getkus, and he's got about 8. Down across the 30 to the 28-yard line. They give him just over 6 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and about 3.5, maybe 4. 4 minutes gone here in the 3rd quarter. And the Pioneers slowly but surely moving up the field. Again, hands it off. And brought down after a short gain. It's going to be short of the first down. That's number 46 on the carry, Jack Allison. Gain of about 2. It'll be 3rd and 2. Martin on the stop. IndianHawks need to stop. Something to give them some confidence here. 7:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down play. He sidesteps a man, has the first down, and then some. Down inside the 20 to the 14. Shaken up again was Getkus. And a timeout taken on the field. 6:49 to go, 3rd quarter. Pioneers knocking on the door here on TribCast.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B&B Automotive, 1401 Business Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
In a world at the mercy of every rise and fall of the thermometer, your local
Well, we're still
Bryant
catching every
professional
game, just a lot more from
and
home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do.
The 10th anniversary season of high school sports on TribCast are brought to you in part by Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, and Bowling Green Lumber Company, celebrating 10 years of champions. This is TribCast. Whether you are ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Family owned and operated since 1996, Lynn's Heritage House offers a beautiful country setting, private and semi-private rooms with bathroom, low resident to staff ratio, is Medicaid accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Elegant, affordable assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
First and 10 from the 14 for the Pioneers after the timeout. Back to throw, pump fakes, puts it up to the far side, and it is tipped and caught. Touchdown, Pioneers. 14-yard reception for number 84. That's Hank Throw, and it's 13-7 in favor of Duchesne. 14-yard touchdown, 6:44 to go in the third quarter. Against to throw. And the kick is good. 14-7. Pioneers lead the IndianHawks. Clopton-Elsberry will have the ball when we come back on TribCast.
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like...
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Frank Wallace in Vandalia show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money. The Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance is here. Come in now for rebates up to $2,000 and financing as low as 2.99% APR for 36 months on hardworking Rangers, legendary Sportsman ATVs, and high-performance racers. See Hayden's Motorsports Center, US 61 in Frankfort, or call 784-2559. Offer valid in U.S. through 9/30/18 on select new 2015 through 2019 vehicles. Subject credit approval. Offers vary by model. See dealer for details. Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
Duchesne to throw. On the throw. Throw made the catch. Regardless, it's 14-7 in favor of the Pioneers. And up the gut on the return. Making some noise. He's got it. He's going to go all the way back for a touchdown. IndianHawks get a huge return from Eddie Bonstell. 85 yards on the scoot, and it's a one-point game again. No flags. Bonstell. On for the extra point. 6:31, the time of the touchdown. That's the break the IndianHawks needed all night. And he definitely broke it. They're going to go for it here. Try and get a one-point lead. Ball goes to the ground, and this one is dead before it started. Extra point, no good. 6:31 to play, third quarter. 14-13, Pioneers lead on TribCast.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free, and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See Viasat.com for details. Mid-America Auto and Towing. Filled with quality pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service, including tires with wholesale pricing and 24-hour towing. Mid-America Auto and Towing. Financing for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models. Mid-America Auto and Towing. A no-hassle, positive car buying experience on West Main in Bowling Green and online at midamericaautoandtowing.com. Against the deep man, Bonstell late to come out for the kick team after returning that last ball for a touchdown. And the kick
Comes to the near side and goes out of bounds. That'll take it out to the 35. And that's where the Pioneers will start first and 10. 6:31 to go in the third quarter. So in 13 seconds, we had 2 touchdowns after having 2 touchdowns in the first 2.5 quarters. Football's a funny game. Out to the 35-yard line on the penalty. Pioneers will take over with a 1-point lead. Mark Froelich flying solo for the second half. April Froenich's gone. Back to Bowling Green. First and 10 for Duchesne and the Pioneers. Duchesne looking to improve on their 3-7 record from a year ago, and not much here on first down. Gain of about 2. Clopton-Elsberry looking to improve on that 2-8 mark from 2017. Give them a whole extra yard. Played a half of the third quarter. Down to 6 minutes to play in this stanza. On second down and 7. 3 men in the backfield. Duchesne's going to run it. He's got a hole, he's got a first down, and he's got much, much more. Going to the far sideline, reverses field, and finally drug down inside the 25 to the 22. That's a huge run for Mitchell Duchesne. Went from the 38-yard line, the zone 38, down to the 22. That's a big-time run there. 5:15 to play in the third. Now under center for this first down play. Hands it off to Getges, and he's going to score a touchdown here. Getges is in for the touchdown. Bonstell got there too late. It's a 22-yard touchdown for Getges. Make it 20-13 with just under 5 minutes to play. 4:59 on the clock. And see if they go for 2 here, or yeah, they're going to stay true and kick it. And the kick is good. So the lead goes to 21-13. 4:59 to play third quarter on TribCast.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana.
Well, we'll see if they kick it to Eddie Bonstell again after he returned the last one for a touchdown. 21-13. Pioneers lead the IndianHawks here in the third quarter. It was a 7-7 game at the half just 8 minutes ago. 7 minutes ago, actually. And the ball falls off the tee. I'll give it one more shot. If it doesn't stay, then they'll have to hold it. Slight breeze. Actually feels very nice. And the ball goes deep and over the head of Bonstell this time. Stays on the field of play, picked up at the 5-yard line. Here's Eddie. Got a block. Comes to the near sideline. Eddie Bonstell still tiptoeing. He's across into the territory of the Pioneers. He got across the 50 and gets all the way to the 37-yard line. Oh, my goodness. About a 57-yard return. He's piling up those yards. That takes it to the 37-yard line of the Pioneers. What do they have to do to stop Bonstell? Start handing him the ball. See if he can run it out of the backfield. Instead, they go to Walker, and he takes it across the 35 to about the 32. Nice gain, about 5-6 yards. Bring up second down. 4.5 to play in the third. Clopton-Elsberry. Down 8. Past the midway point of the third. Pitch out to Walker. He's got the first down across the 25 to about the 21. And the big man just put down the shoulder pads and went forward.
First and 10, the Pioneer 22.
Out of the 21. Yates in the backfield with 2 blockers. Now he gives it to Walker again. Walker the focus on this drive. He's dragged down after a gain of 6. Maybe 7. Yeah, they'll give him 7. He's down to the 15. See if they go back to Damien with 3:22 to play in the third. He's the deep back. Yates will take it this time. Stutter step. Didn't see a man coming out from behind his blocker, and not much there, if any. No gain. No gain on the play. Bring up third down. May have lost half a yard. Long 3 for Clopton-Elsberry. 2:45 to go in the third. Walker with it again. He puts down the helmet and shoulder pads. Think he had enough down to the 10. It's good for a first. Needed 3. He got about 6. First and goal from the 10. IndianHawks looking to pull within 1 or tie with a 2-point conversion. flag comes in from the far side. And the defense gets a penalty. Takes it down to the 5. First and goal from the 5. And we'll see if that changes up the play call. Yates with Walker next to him. It's been Walker's drive so far, but Yates is going to take the ball. Comes to the near side, and he is in for the score. Sean Yates makes it a 21-19 game. Yates from 5 yards out. .202 to play. Let's see if they go for 2 here. I'm sure they will to try and tie this up. 21-19. Indian Hawks looking for the 2-point conversion. Maybe a little fade to the corner of the end zone. Nope, Yates is going to try and run the same play again, and he is tackled high. And stopped. Coach Burnett wanted the penalty call. His quarterback was grabbed up on the shoulder pads or helmet and ripped down and stretching his neck right now. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Referee was right on it, and it's 21-19 with 2:02 to go in the third quarter on TribCast.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Many of us look for ways to save energy, but be smart. Don't take safety shortcuts. Quiver River Electric Cooperative reminds you to use electricity safely and take it seriously. Never touch a downed power line. Always stay at least 10 feet away. Outdoors, look up for power lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water. Don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
Ooh, big hit on the sideline. Everybody's in on it. Duchesne on the return, and he got blown up at the end. Several Indian Hawks there. Minute 53 to go in the third quarter. 21-19, 2-point game. Indian Hawks unsuccessful on two-point tries, 1 for 1 on kicking the extra point. And 3 for 3 kicking extra points are the Pioneers. So that's the difference in the ball game. Both teams have been in the end zone 3 times. Questionable non-call on a face mask on the 2-point try just now. That would have tied the game. Yates was grabbed high. A lot of high tackling from this Pioneer team. And not much there on first down. Loss of a couple. Not sure if he slipped down or was tackled by Clark or Walker. So 2nd and 11 after the loss of 1 on first down. Clopton-Elsberry getting into a shooting gallery here. High pitch out. They'll have the first down, gain of about 13. Finally stopping him was Mason Street. Duchesne, the running back Duchesne. That's Nathan. That ball could have gone through his hands. That would have been a live ball. Awfully high. Pitch out. Final 45 seconds of this third quarter. Takes the handoff once, comes back the near way, and he's brought down. Got to be 8, 9 maybe. Gain of 9 on the play. See if they get another play off, as we're under 15 seconds now. Genuine has to limp off, and they're going to let it go to the fourth quarter here. We'll switch ends. Clopton-Elsberry down by 2 points, 21-19 is the score here in Week 1 on TribCast.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management, from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Going to the start of the fourth quarter, 24-14. South Shelby now leading Bowling Green. Montgomery losing at Herman. That one getting late as well to Herman. 22-12, I think, was the score there. Here it's just a 2-point game. Clopton-Elsberry trading touchdowns with the Pioneers in the third quarter. The difference, 2 failed 2-point conversions. 21-19. Great kickoff return by Eddie Bonstell. Yates with a 5-yard run. Tried the same play for the 2-point, came up empty. A running touchdown by Duchesne. And a passing play from Duchesne to throw. Rolling out. Sets himself, goes up the middle, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. Intended target was number 84, Hank Throw. Looking for their second big connection. Comes up empty this time, and the quarterback is down. I think he was hit as he threw. And Duchesne is injured. Roughing the quarterback called on the IndianHawks. And we'll take a break while they deal with the injured Duchesne here, with 11:54 to go in the ball game on TribCast.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B&B Automotive, 1401 Business Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
The Polaris factory authorized clearance is here. Come in now for rebates up to $2,000 and financing as low as 2.99% APR for 36 months on hardworking Rangers, legendary Sportsman ATVs, and high-performance racers. See Hayden's Motorsports Center, US 61 in Frankfort, or call 784-2559. Offer valid U.S. through 9/30/18 on select new 2015 through 2019 vehicles. Subject to credit approval. Offers vary by model. See dealer for details. Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Ancient Paul Shoe Card will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Well, the only football recovery from an injury taking that long to deal with that was that dramatic was in the water boy. DeGance gets up, and all that was missing was a backflip. He's fine. He's on the sideline now. 11:54 to play in the fourth quarter. And we'll see what they do here. 32, Nathan DeGance in the backfield. At quarterback is Reese Rothfuss. He goes under center. And it's a handoff. And not much going on there. On the tackle was Malik McPike. Got 3, maybe 4 yards. Make it 3, and it'll be second down. The penalty put him inside the 20-yard line to the 17. Gained 3 more after that. You're at the 14. Officially second and 8. Pitch out to the near side, and he is very close to a touchdown. Inside the 5, and a first down. It'll be first and goal for the Pioneers. 11:11 to play in the fourth. 11:11. Got to make a wish. And another injury to the Pioneers. We'll take a break while they deal with that. 21-19, but the Pioneers looking to add more on TribCast.
Whether you are ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Family owned and operated since 1996, Lynn's Heritage House offers a beautiful country setting, private and semi-private rooms with bathroom, low resident to staff ratio, is Medicaid accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Elegant, affordable assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices, and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
The injured Pioneer is the other DeGance, Nathan DeGance. So they lost Mitchell DeGance on the last play, which I'm sure he'll return. This is Nathan DeGance. So they've been DeGanced in 2 plays, as that takes care of the remaining 2 after they graduated 1 last season. So 11-11 remains in the fourth quarter, 21-19. The Pioneers lead the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks, and it'll be first and goal at about the 4-yard line when we get this thing back underway. We'll take another break as they deal with the injury on TribCast.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It looks like another leg cramping issue for the Duchesne Pioneers. But they appealed against off the field and ready to get this game back underway. First and goal from the 4. Pitch out to the near side, and he is stopped short. Gain of about 3, and it'll be second and goal from the 1. Not Nathan DeGentz. That was, that was Nathan DeGentz. I think it was Tim Gettis that was injured the play before. So, second and goal from the 1. Boy, a bad snap would be huge here. Or a hold or something like that. There's the bad snap. DeGentz picks it up, and he is in for the touchdown. Just got enough to make it 27-19. (27-19). Comes with a 10:16 to go in the 4th. And they'll try and kick another extra point here. They're 3 for 3. Haven't kicked one this way, and flags will move them back, as it was a false start. False start on an extra point. Those are the ones you run laps for, I think. So now he'll be kicking it from the 15. DeGentz will do the holding. And Segudo to kick. This one is no good. Dropped it short. That's a break after the penalty. Make it 27-19. IndianHawks trail the Pioneers on TribCast.
The law office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the law office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
It's the place there's no place else like. Home. It's the circle of chairs around your fire pit, where all the do you remembers get passed around like bowls of ice cream. It's bacon and eggs in the skillet, crackling along with the laughter.
At Shelter Insurance, we don't just insure your home, we insure all the memories that live inside it. Ask your agent for details. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Frank Wallace in Vandalia show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money.
Well, Bonstell has had back-to-back amazing kickoff returns. One for 55 yards. That was the most recent one. The one before that for 80-plus and a touchdown. And we'll see if he can do some damage, cut into this lead for the Duchesne Pioneers. The lead right now, 27-13. Excuse me, 27-19. And they kick it on the ground this time. Picked up. And across the 40 to the 42, Genuine returns. And that's where the IndianHawks will start. 1st and 10. their first possession of the fourth quarter. So pretty good starting position. They didn't want to give Eddie another chance at it, but Genuine, not a bad return. About 8 yards short of midfield. Yates and the offense back on. 2 receivers on the near side. It's Genuine and Anthony, I believe. And it's a handoff to Walker. He puts the pads down and gets to midfield. Gain of 8. And it'll be 2nd and 2.
After a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 IndianHawks.
In under 10 minutes now remains in this week 1 contest. 27-19. Is the deficit for Clopton-Elsberry here in week 1. Yates going to take it himself, and he's dropped for a 2-yard loss. Giving forward progress back to the 48. But it'll be 3rd and 4 now. Almost 5. So now you got to work a little harder to get the first and get back into Pioneer territory. Clopton-Elsberry, 3rd and a long 4. Handoff goes to Bonstell. He's got first down yardage into Pioneer territory down to the 42 of Duchesne. Gain of about 10. And won't kick to him. Well, we'll hand it off.
First and 10 IndianHawks from the Pioneer 43.
Make it the 43-yard line is where they mark it. And here's Bonstell again, tackled high, trying to get away from it, still holding on to those shoulder pads. They finally blow the play dead on forward progress, and he's thrown down after that. The play was blown dead, and he still threw him down for a tackle. Bonstell injured, and we'll take a break. 8:16 to play, fourth quarter on TribCast.
Mid-America Auto and Towing, filled with quality pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Mid-America Auto and Towing, complete automotive service, including tires with wholesale pricing and 24-hour towing. Mid-America Auto and Towing, financing for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models. Mid-America Auto and Towing, a no-hassle, positive car buying experience on West Main in Bowling Green and online at midamericaautoandtowing.com.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries, ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, we're at work while your athletes are at play.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center, today. Standard installation is free, and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See Viasat.com for details.
$8:16 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bonstell, the injured Indian Hawk, he goes to the bench and is meeting with PCMH physical therapists. 3rd and 14, and they go deep with it. It is intercepted. Yates picked off by Degens, the freshman, and it's still being run back across the 50 to the 48. Nathan Degens, 7:55 to play, and takes it from the 37, probably the 27, back to the 48 of the IndianHawks. 27-19. Duchesne leading. Coach Ben Burnett trying to talk down his quarterback after his second pick of the night. Trying to reassure him. So 1st and 10 for the Pioneers, and they go right back to the ground and push the pile forward for a gain of 3. And they're going to be very content to run some clock here as we're under 8 minutes to go in regulation. Next week, we'll be at Vandalia, Vanfar High School, as the Vanfar R6 Indian football team takes on the Louisiana Bulldogs. Bulldogs haven't played week 1 yet. They'll play tomorrow at Mark Twain. Bowling Green was trailing 24-14 at the last check up at Shelbina against the South Shelby Cardinals. Pitch out near side. There's another hold, and they probably got away with one here. Finally brought down at the IndianHawk 30, and they did throw the flag. Flag thrown back at the 50-yard line. They moved it forward, and the hold will be called. That'd be 15 yards from that point, or 10 yards from that point, rather. So it'll come back. They hold. They have had almost every big run pulled back on holds. Turnovers and 2-point conversions, the difference in this one. Moves it all the way back to the 40-yard line. Oof. But we're under 7 minutes, so it's going to take a play bigger than the holding call to get the ball back and get the IndianHawks into the end zone. And their big player, Bonstell, going to be nursing an ankle injury probably for the rest of the game after that late tackle. Bounces off his own man. Kind of reminds you of the old butt tackle. He gets about 4 yards back to the 44-yard line, his own 44. But the clock continues to run down to 6:10. They take their time. Bonstell noticeably limping on the IndianHawk sideline. Pitch out to the far side to Degens, and he has a hole on the far side, brought down short of the first down, but a good run to get him back into position. But it'll be 4th down, I believe. 4th and about 2. 2 exactly. From the Clopton-Elsberry 40-yard line. He's been seesawing back from 40 to 40. They're going to go for it here. 4th and 2. Clopton-Elsberry needs to stop. More than they've needed one all night. 4th down play. Try to draw off the Indian Hawks. He'll take it himself. He's got the first down, dives forward. Across the Indian Hawk 35 to the 33. And it's enough for a first down. Keeps this drive going. When they start the clock again, we'll be wound probably down under 5 minutes before they snap the ball again. You cannot allow another score if you're the Indian Hawks. On 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Digance in the deep shotgun. Long-barreled shotgun. Drops the snap again, picks it up, and he's going to run for another first down. Rode out of bounds by Martin. As the junior Kyle Martin picks up another tackle. There is a flag, and it's going to be another hold. Holding against the offense, so that'll come back. Start softball coverage on TribCast next week. Great tradition of softball here on thepeoplestribune.com on our 10th season of TribCast. We've had 4 state championship teams in those 10 years. Started off with a couple from Clopton. Added another Silex state championship, and then last year Bowling Green had another state run, a second place finish for the Clopton Lady Hawks 2 years ago. Our most sustained success on TribCast. Been on the softball diamond. Sidestepping a tackle and falling forward. Gain of about 4. And a timeout taken by Clopton-Elsberry with 4:13 to play. Week 1 action. Indian Hawks trail the Pioneers 27-19 in Week 1 on TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, SparksHeatingandCooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Eric Holmes has picked up where he left off last season. Another score, at least one tonight. They were up 12-0. Banfar was at the half. Now it's 32-0. So the Banfar Indians starting off well against Bunker Hill, Illinois. See if we get any more updates from around the league. 4:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Bowling Green now leading South Shelby 36-24. I'm not sure about that one. We'll have to check that. See if that's right. Now a sack. Martin came across and Digance didn't know where he was. Yeah, Bowling Green leads South Shelby 36-24 in the fourth quarter past the midway point. So big loss on the sack. but we're under 3:45 to play. It's going to be 4th and absolutely forever for the Pioneers. They're just going to take as much time as they can and now take the timeout. 3:21 to play, 4th quarter. Clopton-Elsberry can get the ball back when we come back. They trail by 8 on TribCast.
The 10th anniversary season of high school sports on TribCast are brought to you in part by Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, and Bowling Green Lumber Company, celebrating 10 years of champions. This is TribCast.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana.
3:21 to play here. Clopton-Elsberry trailing 27-19 to the Duchesne Pioneers. Week 1 of our 10th anniversary season on TribCast. Got the kick off, and it goes out of bounds inside the 30, go out about the 27-yard line. Make it the 28. Clopton-Elsberry gets the ball back. Do they have a magic drive in them to tie this game? Need the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Third quarter, the big corner in this one. Both teams with 2 touchdowns. Clopton-Elsberry came up empty on 2 2-point tries. So they trailed by 2. Another touchdown here. Extra point was no good. Here's Yates going for broke, and it's almost intercepted as Kyle Martin turned into the defender on that play to prevent the interception. 3:10 to play. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 28. Sean Yates gives the ball up to Walker. Walker gets about 3, and it'll be 3rd and 7. Clock running, 3 minutes to go. 69 yards separates the IndianHawks from their goal line. On 3rd down and 7. Yates with Walker behind him. High formation. It's a pitch out to Damian. He's got the first down and a little bit more across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Clock stops to move the chains. Impressive run from Damian Walker. Got to pick up the pace of that offense a little bit as Bonstell comes out. Still kind of gingerly on that ankle. 2:10 to play here in the 4th. Yates steps up in the pocket, throws, and it is, there's a flag, yeah. They took out Evans, took his legs out from under him. That ball was underthrown by about 8-9 yards, and Duchesne just could not keep themselves from taking out the receiver. It's a hold. They call it defensive hold. So it's not a spot foul. Like pass interference. We're under 2 minutes. Minute 55. Ball will be spotted at the 48 of the Pioneers. So Clopton-Elsberry into enemy territory. Down by 8. Here's Yates. Oh, picked off high. Grabbed the chest plate of the quarterback. And a timeout going to be taken by the IndianHawks. Minute 46 to play. Not an illegal tackle, but a hard tackle against Yates. Take a break here in the fourth on TribCast.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
If you buy power from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you help power your community. How? Quiver River belongs to the people it serves. With people like you in charge, you know decisions about your power are made with you in mind, your community too. What kind of decisions? Sending you a check when there's money left after expenses, holding down rates, helping you save, serving your community. Good for you, power for your community. Quiver River Electric, owned by those we serve.
1:46 to play in the fourth quarter. Clopton-Elsberry back on their own side of the 50 after the sack of Yates. He's back to throw. Pump fakes once. Pressure from behind. Loads up. Puts it down the field, and it is incomplete. Stretched out. The intended target was Kyle Martin. 3rd and 15. Minute 40 to play. (27-19). The Duchesne Pioneers lead your Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks. Two receivers to each side for Clopton-Elsberry here on a big 3rd and 15. Yates steps up. He's going to run. He's got first down yardage and then some across the 35 of Duchesne to the 31-yard line. Big run by Shawnee Yates with a minute 30 to play. That's a big run. Minute 29 to go. Yates in the shotgun, a high snap. He puts it to the far side, and it is incomplete. Intended target was Martin. I think he got, there was a little indecision there on Kyle Martin's part, whether to go after the ball or the man defending, because it looked like for a second it might be intercepted. And got caught in between. Didn't have his arm stretched out when the ball got there. Minute 17 to play. 31 yards to the goal line. Yates. He's going to run. Steps around a man and gets about 5 on the play. They won't give him quite 5. Down to a minute 1. 2. Under a minute. Down to 48 seconds. Walker goes to the other side of Sean Yates. Over to the far side. Sets, throws. It is incomplete. Intended target was Damian Walker. Down to 34.4 seconds to go, and a fourth down play coming up, 4th and 8. So this is the ball game right here. 34.4 seconds to go, 4th and 8, facing the Indian Hawks inside the Duchesne 30-yard line at the 29. That's where the ball's marked. This is it right here. Yates from the shotgun. Sets, throws. It is caught and brought down. And a timeout taken after the catch by Genuine. A first down, 28.6 seconds to go when we come back on TribCast.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Indian Hawks back on the field, 28.6 seconds to go. A fresh set of downs. They're inside the ball's right on the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. Yates back to throw. Steps in, throws, and it is incomplete. Intended target was Trevor Anthony, and about 3 defenders ran into each other at full speed there. I think they're okay. Jack Allison a little shaken up, but he'll stay in the game. 23.6 seconds on the clock. Haven't been in a football broadcast where the last 30 seconds mattered in a long time. Yates gets the snap. Steps up, throws, puts a little air under it this time. It is incomplete over the head of Zach Evans. 17.7 seconds to go and 3rd down coming up. Clopton-Elsberry gets the play in from the near sideline. 27-19 they trail, so not only do you need the touchdown here in the final 20 seconds, but you need a 2-point conversion to tie it and force OT. Overtime, of course, college format. Both teams get a crack with 4 downs. First team to falter loses. Yates on the far side. Sets up, throws it back across. It is incomplete, and we'll have a 4th down play. 10.8 seconds to go. And again, 2 Duchesne players were down after the play. And I think that Allison's taken a beating. 10.8, 4th and 10 from the 15 coming up for Clopton-Elsberry. Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame coming up. Maybe. May have some OT. Yates with Walker beside him. They need 10 for the first down, 15 for the touchdown. They've only got 10.8 seconds left in game clock. Yates back to throw. This is the ball game here, and it is incomplete. In and out of the hands. And that's it. Turnover on downs. Intended target was Evans. Good coverage that time by the Pioneers. And that's it. 27-19 will be our final. They'll kneel down. 5.3 seconds to go. And that close. Fingertips. Van Far won that game 32-0. We'll try and get you some more finals in the post-game show. This one, Clopton-Elsberry led for almost the entire first half. Almost went up 14-0. Ended the first half at 7-7. Both teams score 3 times and he stopped the clock. Instead of taking a knee, he spikes it. And they'll have to do it again. 1.6 on the clock. Well, I think that's his first game at starting quarterback, so he's got to learn victory formation. Got to work on that. 1.6 seconds. This time he'll take a knee. And the ball game is over. 27-13 our final. 27-19 our final. Duchesne beats Clopton-Elsberry, and we'll be back with the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame for you after this.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B&B Automotive, 1401 Business Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
The Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance is here. Come in now for rebates up to $2,000 and financing as low as 2.99% APR for 36 months on hardworking Rangers, legendary Sportsman ATVs, and high-performance racers.